Ninth Standard English, Unit 4, Prose 17 Oranges, written by Bill Norton. So, already we have learned this lesson, so just I'll read it and show to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the live class. In the story 17 Oranges, let us see if the narrator is able to clearly manage the tricky situation or not. So, now we'll see the prose. Oranges, I was fond of them. I used to eat them all day and every day. But one day a policeman found 17 oranges hidden away in my pockets. He locked me up and I had never eaten an orange again. I want to tell you the story. I was driving a little pony and cart for the shift delivery company, and I often went in and out of the docks. So, he is telling that he was very fond of oranges and he used to eat them all day and every day. But one day he was caught by a policeman. One day policeman found 17 oranges hidden in his pocket, and he was caught by the policeman. He locked him up and he had never eaten an orange even. Now he is going to tell the story about himself. He was driving a little pony and cart for the shift delivery company. So those days in before they were now the trucks and all has come, but before they were delivering the things in the pony and cart only. It was really a thief. I was not really a thief, but I usually left the dogs with something under my apron. I had made the apron myself and it was big one. When there was a banana boat in the docks, I drove my little cart beside it. Sometimes bunches of bananas fell to the ground. Often my friends kicked the bunch to me from the boat. I always picked the banana quickly and hid them under the apron. And then I spent the rest of the day eating bananas. I liked bananas, but I like oranges best of all. So he liked bananas best, but more than bananas, he liked the oranges most. I only took things when I found them, but some people plan the theft very carefully. Glenn Jones was a careful planner. Let me tell you about Clem. So he is going to tell about us the Clem. One day Clem was coming out of the docks. He was carrying a box. What have you got us there? Asked Pongo the policeman. The policeman name is Pongo. A cat replied, Clem, please don't make me open the box. The cat will run off. He is telling that inside the box the cat is there. The cat, Pongo said, I don't believe you. Open the box. But the cat will run away. Clem said again. There isn't a cat in the box, replied Pongo. Open it up. Clem got very angry, but finally opened his box. Out jumped a ship's cat. The cat ran back into the docks. Clem ran after the cat. He was shouting angrily. 2 minutes later, Clem came back with the box. He was holding lid down tightly. Pongo laughed at him and Clem looked at us furiously. Clem looked angrily all the way home. Then he smiled. He opened the box in the kitchen and took out large Dutch cheese. That was Clem's story, but I was not so lucky. Pongo the policeman caught me red-handed because my apron string broke. He noticed that my trousers pockets were somewhat bludged. So here you can see in the picture, ship's cat is a cat that rides along on trading, exploration and naval ships to catch mice and rats which can cause damage to ropes, electrical wiring, crew foods, grains in the cargoes and wooden parts of the ship. So in the ship they will have one cat like this to catch the mice. Hey, wait a minute, Pongo shouted. He caught me by the collar, took me into his cabin nearby and looked into my pockets. There were 17 oranges. Pongo counted them and placed them carefully on the table. Too many people were stealing from the dogs, Pongo said. You have stolen these oranges and concealed them in your pocket. Have you anything to say? I said nothing. I was frightened, but I kept quiet. I had read a lot of detective stories to make mistakes of babbling. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. I knew that the best plan was to say nothing. So you won't say anything, said Pongo. I am going to bring another policeman here. He will be a witness against you when I bring this case in the court. Pongo left the cabin and locked the door behind him. He was very worried. I looked at the walls, I looked at the door, I looked at the 17 oranges, and I looked at the apron with the broken string. I lose my job. I thought perhaps I'll go to the prison. What will my father say? What will my father do? I almost gave up the hope of escaping from the trouble. I was locked in the cabin of, and the 17 oranges were on the table. Pongo had gone to bring a witness. I was in trouble. Oh my God, I said. What can I do? Eat the oranges, and said a voice in my head. Eat the evidence. Eat them, I asked. Yes, said the voice in my head. Eat them and eat the evidence will be gone. Be quick, eat them all. I thought a half a second, then I took an oranges, I peeled it and put it in my mouth. Soon only the pips were left. You have to swallow the pips too, said the voice in my head. You have to swallow the pips and the peel. You have to swallow all the evidence. Yes, of course, I said. I swallowed the pips and put the peel in my mouth. Don't eat, said the voice. There isn't time. Swallow it. Be quick, swallow it. So the oranges are telling him to escape from the theft. It is telling, his mind voice is telling to eat all the oranges. He has peeled and ate the oranges, but only the pips and the peel were there. Then again a voice is coming from his head to eat that pips also and the peel, because if the pips and peels are there means it also will become a evidence. I swallow the pips and put some of the peels in my mouth. Don't eat it, said the voice. Reason time. Swallow it. Be quick, swallow it. I took a small knife from my pocket and cut the oranges into large chunks. I swallowed the pieces of oranges one after the other. There was still 3 oranges on the table when I heard Pongo outside. I stopped. My stomach was nearly full. Be quick, swallow them, said the voice in my head. I was lucky. Pongo and the other policemen had some cards at the dog gate. They went and talked to the drivers. This gave me a few more minutes. I must swallow all the oranges, I thought. Only 3 left. I swallowed the first one and then the second one. Suddenly the door began to open. I went through a great deal of struggle, finally managed to finish off the last piece of the lost orange. Pongo and the other policeman walked in. This is the thief, Pongo said. I caught him with his packet full of oranges. Then Pongo looked at the table. At first he could not figure out what had happened. Where are the oranges? I can smell them, said the other policeman. I said nothing. Pongo looked everywhere for the oranges. He looked in my pocket, he looked in my apron, but he didn't find one orange. Finally, Pongo understood what had happened. It was very difficult to believe. 17 oranges, he said. 17 big oranges. How did you eat them all? I said nothing. Pongo was not able to send me to prison. There was no evidence. Pongo became angry and shouted at me. But I didn't say a word. In the end, he had to let me go. I told Clint Jones about the 17 oranges. Pongo locked you in that cabin for half an hour, said Clint. I had no right to do that. He had no right to do that. Perhaps Clint was right. I don't know. I didn't have time to think about it. I had eaten 17 oranges. Peels, pips and all. I felt very sick for a week and those oranges kept working away in my stomach. So about the author we will see here. William Jones, John Francis Norton, known as Bill Norton, 1910 to 1992, was an Irish-born British playwright and author. He worked as a weaver, coal bagger and lorry driver before he started writing. His preferred environment was working class society, which is reflected in much of his work. He wrote many novels, short stories, plays and children's books. He is best known for the play Alfie. His 1977 children's novel My Paul Spadger is an account of his childhood in 1920s Bolton. So here do you know part is given? We will see what it has given here. Giving oranges during their New Year season is a festive ritual of the Chinese. They are usually given in pairs as a symbol of friendship. So in Chinese, it is a season of festival. And again here you can see, do you know part of orange? 1. Orange contain a daily requirement of vitamin C. Orange were first grown in India and then spread to the other parts of the world.